Another in the series high of short videos about tips, tricks and life hacks to help you to get moving when you're struggling with your mental health, whether that's just low mood or chronic clinical depression or anxiety or just OCD, like anything that's really just draining your energies and disrupting your ability to do positive things. So this one's going to focus on tips from someone called Marisa Peer, who was famous for treating celebrities with hypnotherapy and things of that nature. And she's gone on to develop various healing modalities of her own and a training school in order to teach people how to help others transform their lives in a positive way. And something that is very interesting that she talks about, I do believe it's true, although at first it does feel a bit corny, a bit airy-fairy and made up, but she talks about how your words and your thoughts can be interpreted literally by the nervous system and by your brain. Again, maybe you think it all sounds like a load of rubbish, but either way, I feel there's no harm in just giving it a go because it's free. And you know, you've got nothing to lose, everything to gain. So what she points out in one of her many videos about how to overcome things is that your brain will process things very literally sometimes, and sometimes your nervous system is trying to protect you. So if you say things like I hate exercise, I feel like I feel like I'm dying, it kills, it's awful, it's, you know, it's brutal. If you use language like that, the nervous system will listen and respond, so that when you start doing exercise, it will try to get you to stop by giving you cramps or just making you feel, sending sort of panic signals through your nervous system to get you to stop doing it. So yeah, you might not buy into this, but humour me, give it a go. You never know, it might help. Might just be a coincidence. Who cares which of those it is if you get a result and you get moving? So try to think about the language that you use when you think and talk about exercise and moving. So take out the word only. That's a really sort of basic fix that you can do. So if you talk to others and yourself about the activity that you had done yesterday or the day before, if you say I only did 2,000 steps yesterday, that's like a bit negative. That's going to register a bit negative and a bit it's not very good with the nervous system. So try and just take that out. I did 2,000 steps yesterday and it felt good, you know, and just try and attach a positive word or emotion or sensation to the exercise. All right, so you know, you might be fibbing or putting a positive spin on it, you know, but apparently according to Marisa it does still work to some extent. So unless something traumatic happened while you were moving around yesterday, let's say for example you did 2,000 steps, I'm sure it's pretty unlikely that you felt worse after doing that, right? So it's probably, you know, you don't have to take much of a leap of faith to say I did 2,000 steps yesterday, that's really good. You might not feel ready to say that's really great, but say to yourself that's really good. Or you can, you know, consciously make an effort to say positive things to yourself. They don't have to be so exaggerated that they're delusional, but you can say, I'm making solid progress on my movement, on increasing my fitness. I am getting fitter, you know, rather than I'm not very fit. Say I'm getting fitter, you know. So just take a little look at your language that you use around movement, how it makes you feel, and your sort of attitude towards yourself and how competent you are at it or where you're at with it, and just see if there's anything that you can tweak a little bit to improve. It's not going to take very long. It's not going to take a lot of energy, although I do respect that it on a really bad day, it will take a lot of energy. I hear you and I get you, I do. That's why I made that brief video yesterday, just to say, you know, I'm not this positive every day. I get it. You know, I'm not saying that every day it's gonna feel easy. But on the days where you've got a bit of energy to think, oh, maybe I can do a few positive affirmations to myself, just because depressed people tend to use more negative language. It's been statistically shown in studies. So yeah, just clean up your language, and just, if you can tweak it to the positive rather than, I only did 2,000 steps yesterday. I did more steps yesterday than I've done for weeks. That's great. Just try and find positivity where it is. I know it's not always easy, but all I'm asking is a 3-letter word, TRY. Just try. If you consistently try, it will help. I promise you. I see you, I get you. Keep going.